Hello and welcome to Initiations to Esoteric Knowledge, Part 21. This is Crystal Meach with Tao of the Heart, YouTube, and Rumble channels. Thanks for staying with me through all these episodes. I hope that they provide some insights to help you on your path. Let's get started. So, looking back at the last episode, in summary, with the knowledge of programs, and when I say programs, I mean like the feminist movement, the transgender movement, the transhumanism movement, all these movements that are created to disempower women, comes the opportunity to be equal partners with men, not competing with men. We also talked about listening to hear or understand. Women can't be free until they understand the misconceptions they have about men. Men don't think the same. They don't speak the same. They're not motivated by the same things as women. And women contribute to their partnership with men by questioning women's own objections. As within, so without, as above, so below. As you illuminate and honor men, you illuminate and honor self. Here's an exercise for women to try. Notice when men are already what men are already giving you or taking care of, and figure out what a man is already giving you. Like, what is he already providing? Stop before you ask for something and think about what it would provide. Then, when you ask him for something, state what it would provide. And after he's done what you asked, tell him what it actually provided. Practice this with all men. Notice what a man can provide, wishes to provide, and has no interest in providing. Learn not to ask for something that a man cannot provide, which is emasculating and cruel. By asking for what he can provide, he will give you all he has. Never forget that men are providers. It's all about the difference an action makes. Men naturally prioritize by impact after urgency. Asking a man to do something doesn't speak to his action command center. Asking him to provide something does. Men play for points. Try being generous with points. Stingy doesn't motivate him. Questions to ask yourself in order to determine what something will provide. How will this make me feel? What will I be able to be? What will I want to be? What will I be able to do? What will I be willing to do? How will this change in my life? How will this change my experience of the situation or person? Touch by a man renews and reconnects women to men. A woman reads a man's body language like a hawk. A man will often mirror being comfortable to make a woman feel comfortable. Women cannot hide their emotion. Men can easily read their face. What providing means to a man. For his wife, it's the privilege of being a husband. Her appreciation is the best thing in the world. The heart of being a man. A woman has to let a man provide. Dueling providers, a man fighting to provide is not worth the energy. And a man can never win when he's competing with his wife. For his family, what it means to provide to a man. He fulfills his obligations as a father. He may not receive appreciation for decades. More important, the mother appreciates him being a father. And failing to provide is a huge fear, more than dying or getting injured. For his friends, he's a good man, loyalty. For his country, honor. Feedback after a man provides. Thank him for what he provided and provide detail. And response after feedback. You may notice that his chest puffs up. Another exercise for women. Make a list of all a man has made, done, given, paid for. And then in a second column, right next to it, list all that it provides you. Share it with the men in your life. How does this list help you? It puts you in trust. So you're able to let go of the reins and you're less needing to control. You may realize that a woman nags her husband, and that doesn't motivate him. It's easier for a man to focus, but harder for a man to stay connected. In contrast, it's harder for a woman to focus, but easier for her to stay connected. Men don't do things merely because they are there to do. That's usually what women do. Men do things with outcomes that matter to themselves or someone they care about. What providing means to a man. Men understand value. They have a limited amount of time and energy. They do things based on worth. They weigh the expenditure of the benefit versus the benefit of the result. How does one measure the benefit? Profit, reputation, goodwill, whether it gives you something you need, whether it makes you happy, whether it makes your life significantly better. How a man can tell a benefit. He may watch a woman struggle with um, something that's time consuming. Maybe she has a headache. That's when a man tries to figure out what a woman needs so he can provide. Happiest is easiest to tell, like points on a scoreboard. Her face lights up, he wins. He keeps doing it to get points. Seeing a man as misbehaving is blinding. Men are wired to look for a good reason, find one, and work with it. The more that a woman notices men providing and gives points, the more they provide. Energy grows rather than diminishes. A look back at the past. Your greatest challenges were your ego and the memories and program it created. You were not fighting with the man. He was reflecting back that memory or program created within your mind. Divorce, breakups, arguments are made less painful by tuning into the bad things. This keeps you in the straitjacket, pushing you toward pleasure and pushing away pain. Duality. Release this. See how you were lacking. Okay, in the next episode, we are going deep to discover intimacy between men and women. And we're also discovering the greatest power of men and women. So I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks again for watching. And I appreciate all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful day.